Okay, hi YouTube. Sorry that it's been forever since I posted last, but I just got all moved into Ipsy for Easter and to be back at school, and it took me a while to get all set up, and also because I share a room with 3 other people, so it took me a while to have the room to myself. But fingers crossed I can make it through this whole video without my roommate walking in and being like, "What are you doing?" And I'll be like, watching Netflix? Anyways, so I'm going to tell you the story of the day that I broke my back. Didn't really break my back. I can still move. We're all good. So, first day that I get to Eastern, so I'm living in my sorority house. So I get to the basement, I'm moving in, unpacking all my stuff. I didn't do any of the heavy lifting because that's not my job. And I have noodle arms. Working on it. Anyways. So I'm like hanging up pictures. They weigh nothing. And I'm just like, clip, clip, clip. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, clip, and I'm like, ah! Like my back breaks. I swear. All of a sudden, it just starts stinging real bad, like behind my lung, and I like can't breathe. And I'm like, like I'm like a fish out of water. And I'm just like, wow, this really hurts. Like, this hurts a lot. And then it kept hurting more and more and more. So next thing you know, I am laying on the ground. My stuff's not even all unpacked. I'm laying on the ground, first day here, like on the floor of the basement. Nobody's really home, so I'm like laying on the floor, just can't really move because it hurts really bad. And I'm trying to breathe, but I can't take a full breath, so I'm literally like panting like a dog. I'm like, nobody, I mean, there's people upstairs, but I was like, I just got here, like, I don't want to bother anybody with me dying. So I lay on the floor for 45 minutes in pain. And I was crying a little bit because I was stressed out. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with my back. It just hurts really bad. Like, I felt like my, like, 80-year-old grandma whose back looks like this is her head, this is her spine. And, like, sometimes her back hurts and she just has to, like, lay on the ground in the middle of, like, McDonald's. She's like, oh, my back! And just, like, goes down. Like, that's how I felt. I was like, so finally, I, like, text my mom. She's a nurse. And I'm like, help. Help. And she's like, oh, just relax. Like, it'll be fine. I'm like, woman? I can't relax because it hurts to breathe. And I need to do that to live, from what I've heard. So I'm trying to make it go away. I took like 7 Motrin, which is a lie. I took 2. But I'm not a drug over addict. That didn't make sense. Anyways. So I'm laying on the ground. Finally, like, one of my sisters comes downstairs and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I can't move. But I'm fine. I can't breathe either, but it's okay. So then she sat with me until I stopped being a little baby. No, it hurt really bad. So she sat with me about another hour-ish. And then I got up and I was like decrepit, like finishing the rest of my work. I'm like hanging up this stuff behind me. I'm like, does this look good? Because it still hurts a little bit to move. And I'm just like, like, what? Like trying to turn to, it was a bad, like my first day here. I was like, wow, we're going to be real close because you guys are about to have to take me to the urgent care. Like, stretch me out of here. I was like, help. I was paralyzed. I was like, I can't feel my toes. But they were still good. Yeah. So now my back still really hurts. I really have no idea what I did to it. I either pinched a nerve or like pulled a muscle or something. Like maybe my spine's like snapped. That's probably not it, but it hurts really bad. And then today, I'm eating dinner with my family. I went home for the weekend. And my sister decides, she like drops something and she goes, oh, bucket. And we all just stop. We're just like, what? What? Who? She messes up and the first thing she says was bucket. And it was so funny. It was so funny. It's not as funny now, but like in the moment, it was hilarious. And so I start laughing, but it starts hurting really bad to laugh. So this is me. I'm like, so I'm like laughing, but crying because it hurts so bad. So I had to get up and walk away from the table because my siblings are all making jokes about this bucket. They all just keep saying bucket. And I had to get up and leave because it hurt so bad. And I'm crying. Like, tears are streaming down my face, but I'm laughing. I don't know how that happened. And then I had to resume eating dinner. And they all kept trying to make me laugh because they think it's funny to watch me writhe in pain. Siblings, am I right? Yeah. So now, excuse me. It's gross. So now I'm sitting here in the basement like an old grandma with my heating pad telling this story, hoping that my back feels better. And maybe I'll get a wheelchair. Or something. Or pain reliever? I don't know. I feel like I'm like, I've got like a morphine drip of not morphine, of ibuprofen in my arm. Anyways. But yeah, that was the story of the time that I broke my back on my first day in a new house. It was great. I'm glad to be back. I thought that stopped it, but it didn't. Okay, bye again.